So it's a beautiful day outside. However, I went to WKU today and I was just thinking to myself, what is going on? Because I noticed one weird thing. A lot of students on campus seemed like they were pretty upset, seemed like they weren't having a good day. And so I finally thought to myself, well, what could be the problem here? And so for the past few weeks or so, or maybe just this week in general, I was thinking about something and I was saying, that really there isn't a lot of peace in this world as it really was before. One time in this world there was peace and nobody had to be worried. Nobody had to even worry about just simple things like being hit in the face just by walking down the street or walking in the school hallway. Like, I haven't seen that before in my life, but I've seen it on movies, which is strange. But however, it still happens. And so I was thinking to myself, sorry for the bad camera quality. But however, I was thinking to myself, well, what's the deal? I don't really get it. It's such a beautiful world out here. It's such a beautiful day. And these kids, they seem so upset. These campus college students seem so upset. I don't really get it. Like, is our world just going to be perpetually like this forever until the end? I just don't understand. And I was thinking, well, I've been watching the news. I've been watching the political race. I've been watching all these things. And Mr. Donald Trump, I think in general, he's like all of us. He's human. I'm human. The people that are watching right now are human, which is yeah. But at the same time, after looking at this race constantly, I certainly thought to myself, why does everybody have such negative feelings about Mr. Donald Trump? Honestly, me personally, I don't have negative feelings about him. I just don't know if I'd be comfortable having him as my president. However, at the same time, I think what people do, they underestimate him. Same thing with people every single day. We underestimate each other because that's kind of like what we do, to be honest with you. It happens like all the time. It happens with me. It happens with everybody. It happens with you guys watching right now. You could be thinking, oh, well, who is this kid looking at the camera and talking to us? Well, yeah. But I slowly thought about it. And I was like, well, I don't get it. So he talks about Mexicans and he says they're such horrible people. But in reality, he wants to build a wall around the United States. And so comedians made fun of it. They thought about it. They were saying, well, wonder where he got that idea. And when you look at the Pope, or Pope Francis, Mr. Pope Francis, he's basically like, he has a wall around the Vatican, which almost is like securing, citizens, which is kind of strange when you truly think about it. It's like, well, if he can have a wall, why can't Mr. Donald Trump build a wall? And I don't get it. We characterize people too much. I think that when we think about Mr. Donald Trump here, we say, oh, once we hear that he wants to build a wall just because he doesn't like Mexicans, everybody is slowly and quickly against him all of a sudden, just for something very small, but with a big meaning, which is so strange because honestly, I just don't get the point why all of a sudden, ever since we were saying, well, why does he want to build a wall around the United States? Why is he going to do this? Ever since he said that, there are still people that support him. However, most people, they're putting up riots. They're doing all these random things that really don't make any sense. Honestly, I don't get it. It's not going to help by doing all these riots and stuff. Nothing's going to get better just by jumping on cars or burning down buildings. I just don't understand it, honestly. And so, truly, I never really gotten it. Why don't we have world peace like we used to at once? We just don't have it anymore. There are children starving, children being abused all across this nation, children being sold for sex. I don't understand it. How come these children don't have just a place where they can be safe? Something. There's not a lot of places like this. And constantly, people running in this race, in the political race, and just races in general, they always want to say, oh, well, yeah, we're going to do this. But in reality, once they become president or just a very important role, they never do what they were going to do. Or they never do what they were going to say, which is so strange. And I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, how come There has to be groups like ISIS that just go around randomly shooting people. Why does there have to be groups that just go in airports, go in just random public-sized areas and just blow up themselves or just blow up bombs in general? What's the point of taking your own life and taking the lives of others too at the same time? It just doesn't make a lot of sense when you truly, think about it. But, think about Brussels, think about Paris, all these random attacks just for no reason. Like, what is your purpose? Why you just, go down and just take the lives of others, and including maybe your own, or you might spare your own? What, certain people think that once they do this, they're going to get some type of benefit in the afterlife? Like, how is this such a benefit? How is this going to give you a benefit? How is God going to say, oh, well, okay, I'm so pleased that you shot up these people or blew up these people? God is not going to be pleased about that. I don't understand. They build these theoretical possibilities when really they don't make sense in theory. I don't understand. Is the world going to be just perpetually like this, just for the rest of mankind's existence? I don't understand. Can somebody tell me? Why do we have constantly all these problems in the world with simple things? It's not that necessary. We make such big deals over simple things, like a dress that could be either blue or a dress that could be white and gold. Why? Just why? We always think about the small things and make big things out of them. Sometimes making something small have a bigger meaning is very important. However, a lot of things now in this society just doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't get it. Like, when is our world just going to straighten up and tighten up and just be fixed again? We can't really fix it individually. We have to do it on our own sometimes, but we have to do it together. And I know I just messed up what I was trying to say, but sorry about that. Yeah. But yeah, and so when I was thinking about it, I was just thinking in my head, I just don't get it. Like, how come we can't be just human? How come we just can't be humans that just shake hands with each other like this and be done? I don't get it. Like, it's always, oh, okay, so what's your name? Oh, okay, then next week you don't speak to that person again. Why can't it be every day? Just say hello. Saying hello means something so big. You guys, certain people never actually realize how much just walking by a person, smiling, or even just waving or saying hello, we never realize how that could help out a person's day, when really we have to spend such time on the smallest topics in the world that you could ever think of. We just don't get it sometimes. Why can't we just truly just think about something in different ways? Why? Just, what's the deal, man? Like, I don't get it. Like, it seems like everybody has two phones, as Kevin Gates would say. He has one for the plug and one for the loan. Two phones, one for the girl and one for the dough. I don't get it. It's like sometimes we have two phones or two lives. We like to say, okay, well, I'm such a peaceful person, such a happy person, such an outgoing person, when in reality on the inside you're just this mean spirit that doesn't even have a single thought or care in the world for anybody's life. That's how it can be with these people that blow up themselves. Honestly, around their brethren or the people that they always associate with, they're so cool about them. They're very welcome to each other to talk about simple things. You see how they communicate in order to say, okay, all right, well, we're going to talk about the next bomb explosion, okay? So we're going to go into Brussels and then blow up the airport. Well, you see how they're communicating like that? Why can't we communicate with each other to just help each other out? We have nuclear deals going out. Like, what's the point, man? You don't know what this nuclear deal could do with other countries. Other countries could simply just turn on us like it's nothing and not even have a problem without even turning on us. What's the deal? Like, why can't we just band together, send food to each other, send money to each other, just do something that's more beneficial? And you're probably thinking, well, won't that mess up our economy? Won't it mess up our society? Won't it just do something in general that might not even be beneficial in the end? Like, just what is it? Like, why? I don't get it sometimes. Like, think about it. There are YouTubers that are always constantly donating money certain times. Donating money to different foundations. Sometimes I think to myself, why are they donating money? Are they donating money just to get more views? Are they donating money just to make people think that they are this special person that they should watch every day? When I first saw this concept of donating money while being a YouTuber, I just didn't get it. It seemed like certain people were just doing it to get attention that they wanted and sometimes needed. I didn't really get it. What's the point of acting like that? Okay, I'm going to donate money to this or that, when really you're just doing it just for views or just something like more subscribers that are needed or wanted. I don't get the deal. Like, if you're going to want more subscribers, then just be a better YouTuber. Don't try to donate money to an organization just to get more views. I mean, I don't get it. Like, it makes no sense. Same thing with these people, like with, political runners in this political race. They go to African American places. They go to African American churches just so they can get African American votes. Or just like Mr. Donald Trump. He made a mistake. He accidentally said, "Oh, I love Hispanics." Even though he was eating a taco bowl, which is apparently some people said Mexican. Like, he just made a small mistake, and certain people get so outraged over something that small, or they make such a big deal off of that. He was just trying to be kind. He probably didn't even mean any harm or just mean anything. He was just trying to be kind and just put out some words there, because he could maybe say, "Oh, what I did back then in my political race when I was starting out was wrong, so I need to make it up to people." Like, we're so quick to judge. I don't understand, like, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to share that on my heart a little bit. I was just thinking, like, how come we just can't have peace like we have had at once? And you're probably thinking, we've never had peace. We've never had peace. We've never had peace. We have before. One day in this life, we've had peace before. Certain people just don't realize it. And it's strange, because we need to realize it more. And so I was just kind of bored today. I just felt like putting up something on YouTube. So, yeah. Please watch. Please subscribe. And please come back for more. Also, if you have any questions, just put them down in the comment section. Or if you want to, you can suggest more things for me to do. Also, by the way, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And, if you ever just want to see what Nashville looks like before you maybe move over here, or maybe if you want to see what Nashville is like just because you can't move here, you could maybe put in the comment section, okay, can you please walk downtown in Nashville just so we can see what it looks like? I would love to do that. I would really love to do that, and I wouldn't really mind doing that. So, yeah. But if you have any positive thoughts or negative thoughts, tell me right there in the comment section. Please watch. Please come back for more. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.